Hi, everybody. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. We're going to get into the sermon called Deliverance. Before we get started, I have a little deliverance that I would like to bring in before the sermon for someone. We didn't get each other something for our birthdays. And I wanted to extend out an invitation to make that up. So I thought about how can we celebrate our birthdays together. I have other reasons to celebrate too. So I thought if we can get together to celebrate our birthdays, then we can celebrate what's new in my life and what's new in your life. I thought about what can we do to celebrate our birthdays. We can go to a restaurant and eat food and talk to each other. The normal old paradigm of being adults. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the old paradigm of being adults. I want to be free. I want to go back to that feeling of being free. So I thought about sharing our birthdays and celebrating our birthdays by going back to a time slot. I know you're going to enjoy this because this is right up your alley. Going back to a time slot where we both were free. There was no worry, no hesitations, there was no anxiety, no stress, just freedom. We could do what we wanted to do without feeling guilty. We had our whole world within our hands, and we were free. In this freedom, there was no limitations, no restrictions, just fun, just everlasting fun. So I thought about how about we celebrate our birthdays by going back to this time slot where we were free, where we did not feel guilty, where there was no worries, no anxieties, no stress, no devices. We had the world in our hands and we enjoyed every moment of it. So, this is my deliverance. I want to share my birthday with you, and I want you to share your birthday with me. I want to go back to a time slot. I know you're saying, this is crazy, but what I'm seeing and how we're going to do it is going to be a lot of fun. I want to go back to a time slot for both of us when we felt absolutely free without any adult worries. And that time slot is our inner child. Do you remember the deliverance of living within our inner child? This is the time period where we were young before we matured into being adults. This was the time where we were innocent. This was the time where we were fulfilled. This is the time when we were content, when we had peace. This was the time when there was this happiness, everlasting joy. There was no time periods where we had to think about responsibilities. There was no time period where we had to worry about work. There was just freedom. So I want to go back to that time slot of freedom. And I want to go back to that time slot with you. I want us to make our own child favorite foods. Mine is peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with a glass of milk, and I cut off all the ends, and then I cut it into 4 pieces, and I love eating every single piece. I love it, love it, love it. So I want to know what your favorite foods was as a child, and then we can come together and make it, pack it up in a cooler, and for that whole entire day, we're going to go back into our inner child and celebrate our birthdays. Do you remember as a child when you had a birthday party, how you were the center of attention, where the gifts came in and everybody sang happy birthday and you was the special one of the day and you got so many hugs and so many kisses? I want to go back to that. So we can buy a little cupcake as a cake and we can put a candle in it and we can sing happy birthday to each other and we can buy each other a gift. And we can celebrate our birthdays by living in our inner child for that whole day. There will be no devices. We didn't have devices when we were living in our inner child. There will be no devices around us. It will be our day in nature. So we can buy a cupcake. We can go buy the cupcakes together. We can go buy one cupcake, split it in half, put a candle on the left side for you, the right side for me, and sing happy birthday to each other. We can get each other a card if you like. We can buy each other a gift if you like. Whatever we need to do to start from the morning to the afternoon to the evening to the night. The only thing that I ask when we're finished with our inner child date of celebrating our birthdays is that we give each other a hug, we give each other a kiss on the cheek, and then we go home. And we take it from there. Now, if you change your mind and say, we don't have to turn it in this early, we can go do something else. Like if you want to take a run around the block, if you want to take a walk around the block, if you want to go sit and watch the moon or watch the stars, we can do that too. But my thing is, I have been an adult for a lot of decades, and I want to come out of it for one day. And I want that one day to be with you. Now, we won't hold back. If there's something that you always wanted to do as a child, I do not want you to hold back. I want you to do what you always wanted to do when you was a child, but you never received a chance to do it. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to bring out our inner child. We will be in adult bodies, but we will be in our inner child. So whatever you say, whatever you want to joke, however you want to say it to make me laugh, that's fine. I'm going to do the same thing with you. Now, I want to know what your favorite food is. That was for breakfast. We are going to make it Both of us are going to go into the kitchen. We're going to make our favorite food for breakfast when we was a child, our favorite food for lunch when we was a child, our favorite food for dinner when we was a child. We can also get our favorite drink when we was a child. We're going to make it together. We're going to pack it up and put it in a cooler, and we're going to take it with us. Now, I was thinking about where we can go and what we can do. Wherever you want to go, whatever state you want to go to, that's fine with me. We can do it. We will load up the car with gas and we will go to wherever state you want to go to. Now, my first stop is a place where we both enjoy. We can go to the playground. We can get on the swings. We can go down the slide. Yes, we are adults, but it's okay. We can go be children again. To me, I was thinking about this really hard. It's okay for us to use this as a therapy, everyone, to leave the responsibilities of being an adult. Once we mature into an adult, we automatically let go of all the things in our lives that we had when we were children. We just let it go. I think we should release, detach from being an adult with responsibilities 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, and go back to our inner child. That can be our therapy as an adult. This is what I want to begin with you. I would like to celebrate our birthdays by going back into our inner child. This is not an expensive date. You don't have to dress out for it. I want you to wear a loose fitted shirt, a pair of shorts, and some sneakers, and they don't have to be new, they can be old. We are going to be comfortable. We are not here to try to outdress each other, to try to impress each other. We are here to have fun with our inner child. We will have fun. We will laugh. We will do things that we always wanted to do as a child. We will go back and do things that we did as a child. I want to celebrate my goals that I achieved. I want to celebrate my birthday with you, celebrate your birthday with me, being in our inner child. That's the type of date I want. I don't want to go to an expensive restaurant. I don't want to eat expensive food. I don't want to sit up straight. I don't want to sit there and try to figure out what to say. No, I want to be loose. I want to be silly. I want to laugh. And I want to go back to that innocent freedom. That's what I would like to do. So if you would join me and go on a date with me, accompany me, by being in your inner child. We're going to leave the responsibilities. We ain't talking about no job. We ain't talking about no bills. We're not going to have our cell phones. It's just going to be me and you and our inner child. We can pack a picnic basket also. I want to go have fun. I don't want no restrictions on us. I don't want no limitations on us. All I want to do is laugh all day until my stomach starts hurting and having fun. That's what I want to do. I am asking the Heavenly Father to give us this specific time slot, time zone, give us a realm of our own to celebrate within our inner child. This is my deliverance to you. I want to go on the playground with you. I want to go on the swings with you. I know you're saying, this goddess here is something special. Yes, I am. I am not like everybody else. I love life. I enjoy life. I am so in appreciation of the Heavenly Father's gift of life inside of me. I want to live it to the fullest extent, and I want to live it with you. Now, I want to start off the foundation, right, of going on a date beginning in our inner childhood wounds. I do not want to start this foundation in a adulthood where there's maturity and seriousness within it. No, I want to start this off different in a friendship. And I want to do that by living in the inner child on the first date. And I want you to do it too. And I want you to have fun. I want you to laugh. I want you to let your hair down and have a great time. That's what I want. Forget the dinners. Forget the expensive restaurants. They're not safe to eat in anyway. I want to prepare the food. I want to have fun preparing our childhood foods together. That's what I want to do. I want to go on the playground, sit on the grass, and have breakfast with you and laugh our hearts away. Yes, that's what I want to do. Yes. After we're done breakfast, we clean all up. We wipe the corners of each other's mouth. We put the stuff back in the vehicle, and then we go on the playground as inner children. We're stepping into our freedom zone. We're going to go on a swing. I'm going to push you. You're going to push me. We're going to have fun and be free. Now, I can sit on you on a swing and face you, and we can swing together like that. No, we can't do that. No, because we might go to jail if we do that, so we can't do that. That's out. But I will sit on the swing next to you, and you can push me, or I can push you, or we both can get in the swing and swing on it ourselves. Now, when we get on the swing, I want to go as high to the sky to see the Heavenly Father as we can in celebration. I'm going to try to go higher than you, or you can try to go higher than me. Let's do it. Now, I am getting on a slide. I don't care if I'm an adult. I am in my inner child, and I'm getting on the slide. I'm going to come down the slide. Yes, I am. And I'm going to smile as I do it. Yes, I am. I want you to do the same thing. I want you to be free this day. All the work and responsibilities and maturity is staying outside of us. I just want to have fun with you. Now, we're going to go down the slide. Now, I don't think we'll go to jail if you come down on the slide behind me. I don't think we can get locked up for that. No, I think that'll be okay. But I want to come down the slide. I want to take pictures of me coming down the slide. I want to take pictures of you coming down the slide. I want to take pictures of me pushing you on the swing. And I want to take pictures of you pushing me on the swing. And I want to take pictures of you on the swing. And I want to take pictures of me on the swing. That's how I want to celebrate. If there is a horsey or a pony, whatever the case may be on the playground, it might be in a little child's size, I'm sitting on it and I'm going to swing back and forth and put my feet up on the two things, and I'm going to swing back and forth because I can, and I will, and I shall, because I want to enjoy myself. If you want to join me and sit on the one next to me, put your feet up. Hold on to the things on each side of their head, and we swing together. I want to take pictures. If there are trees in the area, I want to go hug a tree. You get on one side of the tree, and I get on the other side of the tree, and we're hugging the tree. We are going to plant the foundation of us in the earth, on the tree, down in the soil. I want to have fun. While we're on the tree, we can say a prayer. That's what I want to do. That's how I want to celebrate. We can stay on the playground, hang out, and talk. After that, I want to go to a park. I want to go to a park that has trees. I want to go to a park that has grass. I want to go to a park where they have a basketball court. Yes, we're going to play basketball. I'm going to buy a basketball, and we're going to be in our inner child. We're going to run down the court, and we're going to play basketball. And yes, I'm going to win. I'm going to win. I'm going to look at you and say, you should really let me win the basketball game, with a sad face. You should really let me get the final shot, with a sad face. And you're going to go, okay, here's the ball. Go ahead. Go ahead, do your thing. And then I'm going to bring the ball over to you and say, we won. I didn't win. We won together. And then we're going to go sit down on a bench in our inner child, close our eyes, and listen to the birds sing to both of us. Don't cost nothing. It's free. Then we can go take a walk in our inner child and explore the treasures of the Heavenly Father together. We can look at the trees, the body of water, the clouds, the sun. We can feel the breeze and be free. That's what I want. I don't really care about dinners, spotlights. I don't need crowds. I'm an introvert and I'm happy being an introvert. I don't need the attention. I just want to have fun. A freedom of fun. All day, I want to laugh until my stomach starts hurting. That's what I want. I want to escape the world for one day with you. That's it. So as we're at the park, I'm telling you to close your eyes, because now I'm going to go hide behind one of the trees, and you have to find me, because that's what children do. They love games, and I want to play games that day with you, and it's free. Basketball is free. I'm going to bring some jacks. I want to play jacks in the park. I'm going to take our blanket, put it down on the grass, and sit, close our eyes, hold our head back in the sun, and have some fun. Meditate, pray, ground ourselves. I'm going to bring the jacks so we can play with them. I have not played jacks in decades, but I'm willing to try it again with you. We get so caught up in the world that the only time we really have fun is when there is an event, when there's a marriage, when there's a graduation, anniversary party, or a promotion. But when you do that, it is with everybody else. You can't be your inner child. People will look at you like, what's wrong with them? Is there something really wrong with us? When we choose to go back to a time where we knew for a fact we were happy without noise, without distractions, without devices, without limitations, without restrictions, we were just free. No anxieties, no stresses, free. No guilt, free. We wasn't called for something, we were free. I don't know about you, but I miss that freedom. When there was no responsibilities, where there were no financial worries. I want to go back to that time slot of freedom. I'm going to let my hair down and be the child that I grew up to be again. I want to bring games in to celebrate. I'm bringing the basketball and the jacks, and you can bring some games that you loved in childhood. I'll do it. Whatever it is, let's do it. We're locking out the world. They will not find us on this day. We're leaving them out of our orbit, our galaxy. We are going into each other's energies. Nobody else is allowed to come, just us. I want to see you before you matured. I want you to see me before I matured. I want us to go back to our innocence for one day. Meet me, not who I am today. I want you to meet the little me. Meet the not so careful me. Meet the immature me. That's all I want you to meet. Before the adult paradigm stepped into my life and yours. I'm going to have some fun in the park. There's a game I used to play as a child. It was called Red Light, Green Light. And back, and the person would say, red light, you would stop. Green light, you would go. And the first person that would reach the base, which was a tree, would win the game. I want to play a game with you because I want to have fun with it. This is the difference, though, of the game we're going to play. You will receive 5 chances to reach the tree before I say red light. If you don't reach the tree after 5 times, you got to go back to the starting base and start the game all over again. You don't have to run. You can walk. This is why I want you to wear your old sneakers. No shoes. We're not slipping. We're adults. We can get hurt if we fall down. So we're going to bring our old sneakers and be comfortable in them because we're going to be children for the day. If you make it to the base before the 5th time, we give each other a hug. I'm going to do the same thing. You're going to say red light, green light. If I make it there before the 5th time you say it, you get a hug. If I don't, I start all over again. This is what I want to play with you. Nobody else allowed, just us. We can leave the park. I want to go to a beach. We're going to have breakfast at the playground. We're going to eat lunch at the park. And then we're going to have dinner on the beach. It's free. It does not cost anything. I want to celebrate our birthdays and the treasures of the Heavenly Father. He doesn't charge money for any of it. We don't need a crowd of people looking at us. We don't need to be around anybody. I want to be around you and only you. That is what I want my birthday wish to be. That is how I want to celebrate all of my achievements with you. We can go to the beach. I want to draw in the sand. We can write each other's name in the sand. We can draw pictures in the sand. I used to make hearts in the sand. We can bring some buckets and make a sand castle. Don't be upset if I politely just lay down on your sand castle. But you have to start all over again to make it. It's okay. We're not on a schedule. We don't have no devices. There's no restrictions, no limitations. I can help you make the sandcastle again. We can go stand in the water. To celebrate our birthdays, to celebrate my achievements, to celebrate your achievements. And it's free. Make the food not expensive. Where we're going, we don't need no money. We don't need to dress up. We can be comfortable. We can just go be free. That's what I want for the whole day, is to be free. Is to be filled with laughter. Is to leave the world for one day. And then we can hang out on the beach at night. I want to take pictures of everything. This is going to be our first date. I want to treasure it for decades. It's our birthright to be free. Let's be free. This is my deliverance to you. Let's be free. We can walk down the beach and hold hands. That's what the innocence of children do, and they still remain free. That's what I want to be with you, free. I'm not materialistic. I don't do the name brand stuff. I don't care about all of that. I don't care about the money. I care about the treasures of the Heavenly Father. You want to make me happy? Keep me in nature. That's it. I don't need a grand person. Peaceful and content. Fulfilled. Happy. Full of joy. Earth angel chosen one. Goddess. It would mean more to me if you made out a birthday card, because it's natural. It's coming from your spirit. Than for you to go out into the store and buy me a birthday card that costs $5. I'm natural. I would be more interested in eating your prepared food than to go out to any restaurant and eat anybody's food other than yours. I would be more fulfilled in joy if you cook your food and you have me taste it. That would bring me joy, everlasting joy, not a restaurant. You, your heart, a flower. You don't have to go to the store and buy me flowers. If we're walking and you see a flower and you break it off and you say, here you go, I would be more in joy just watching you go get the flower. I would immediately pray that the Heavenly Father would restore the root and regrow the flower while you do it. But I would be more fulfilled in joy if you go take it off the tree and say, this is for you, than for you to go buy me flowers. That's me. I don't care about materialistic things. I value life. I value you. I value getting into you. That does not excite me. It doesn't. I'm not into the cars. I'm not into the expensive clothes. I'm naturally me. Am I a giver of money? Absolutely. I love helping people in the best way possible. But me, I'm natural. I'm not into the name brands. I'm not into buying expensive things. That's not me. I value life. I celebrate the Heavenly Father. I celebrate you. I'm into you. What can I do to make you happy naturally? That's me. I would create something for you from me. That's a gift. I don't need nobody else to make a gift for you. I would do it because I would know the best gift to give you is from my heart. I know what you like. I know what you don't like. So feelings would go into my gift I created for you, not the gift somebody else made. That's me. I'm natural. So this is my deliverance to you. I love to have fun. I love to laugh because it's free. Joy, happiness, fulfillment, contentment, and peace is free. We don't need money for that. There's no stress, worry, and anxiety in any of those words. They're just free. And when you apply them in your life, there is a contentment like no other. I don't need money for any of it. I just need me. So I want to take my happy self with your happy self and go have some happy time and fun, fulfillment, contentment, and peace for one day. So this is my deliverance to you. This is who I am. All that other stuff out there is irrelevant to me. I am who I am. And I'm asking you to accept me as I am. A lot of people want to place things on you that is not of you. They see you in the way that they want to see you in. A lot of people don't understand who I am. They think they know me. They speak on my name. They state what I do, but they don't know me. They know of me, but they don't know me. I don't get to show everybody me. That's personal. That's special. That should be protected and shared with only the people you absolutely trust without a doubt in your mind. My deliverance to you is I trust you. My deliverance to you is I am willing and able to let you share my world with me by knowing me, not who you're seeing, the original, true, authentic me. That's what I want to do that day. And I'm asking you to do the same. We're removing everything else. I want to see you, not what you look like, not what you do, not your permission, not your position, not your authority. I want to see you. That's what I want. That's the deliverance. That's the vulnerability. And I'm willing to share that vulnerability with you. And I want you to feel safe and secure enough with me to share it with me. Your vulnerability, everything we have become, everything that we are, is from our child, our inner child. That is what I want to see from both of us, our inner child. That is where I want our foundation to start from. The root that was planted in the soil and produced two seeds in which it is both of us here today. That is what I would like for us to do, to celebrate our birthdays. That is my deliverance to you, Mr. Emperor. I just showed you my vulnerability publicly in front of everybody. Now, you get to show me yours privately, and that's okay. All right, everybody, we're going to get into the sermon now on deliverance. You don't know how many times I have sat on the side and said, how am I going to get this out? What should I say and how should I do it? How long should I do this pre-deliverance to you? And the Heavenly Father said, stop trying to figure out the words. Stop trying to figure out how you're going to do it. Stop trying to figure out the duration of it. Just get on there and do it. And I will take care of everything else. And it went very well. I thought I would be shaking and nervous and all that. But the calmness, He just brought all the peace within the time slot. So let's get into the sermon, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for being patient and listening to me as I have publicly addressed Mr. Emperor before the world. Still have to say one thing about you. What is up with the serious faces? Why are you so serious? And where's my pictures? You have my pictures, but I don't have yours. Where's your pictures? And why are you so serious? Smile, please. It's free. It don't cost anything to smile. You are too serious. And this is why I talked to the Heavenly Father about us having our first date of being in our inner child. I want the seriousness on your face removed. So on this date, excuse me, you will smile. Heavenly Father, remove everything from Mr. Emperor and just allow him to smile on this day for me. Please. Because you are too serious. And life is too short. Start enjoying life. by smiling more for me, please. And you owe me some pictures. Only the pictures with you smiling. You're too handsome not to smile. I like the smile on your handsome face. May I have it back, please? Thank you. And you owe me some pictures with the smile on your face. Thank you. I think you don't smile because you keep hearing me tell you to smile. You just turn around. You said, I'm not going to smile. Right? Are we both strong willed people? We don't bite our tongues, right? Smile, please. It's free. We are free. It's okay. That's why I want to lock everything out for one day. For us. Get rid of everything, everybody, all the vices. It's just us. So we can smile. I don't know what I'm going to do with you. But we're going to work it out together. So we're going to get into the sermon, brothers and sisters worldwide. And the sermon today is on deliverance. I just had to deliver the pre-sermon to Mr. Emperor here today. I am praying that you're smiling right now. Let me see if you are. Heavenly Father, if Mr. Emperor is smiling, if I brought a smile on his face today, Heavenly Father, can you please go towards the screen to confirm it? Oh, so I did bring a smile on your face. Can you please leave it there for me? Please. Thank you, Heavenly Father. I can't with this man. I can't with you. I'm trying to get my phone. It does not want to work properly. Okay, we're going to have to start this over again. Let's bring joy. Let's bring joy into the world. Listen to the birds trying to sing with me. Let's bring peace. Let's bring peace to the world. Let's bring joy into the world. Okay, phone. All right. Let's try to start you over again. Since you're being stubborn, you don't want to act right. Let's start you over again. How is everybody doing today? This is the day Yahweh has made. Let us all rejoice and be glad within it. Thank you, phone. Not everybody woke up this morning, right? But you did. Did you give praises to the excuse me, did you give praises to the Heavenly Father for waking up this morning? I did. I do it every second of the day. I don't take any second for granted because I realize every second someone's going home to the Heavenly Father. So you're here today. You woke up. Today you woke up. You should be grateful for that. You should celebrate that. You should give yourself a big old hug for that this morning. Because you did wake up. Some of our brothers and sisters went home. They did not wake up. And some went home to be with the Heavenly Father today. And this is why, in my deliverance today, I want joy. Even in the seriousness of life, I want joy and happiness. Who said as an adult we had to be serious all the time? Who said as an adult we had to stand up straight and handle our responsibilities? Who said as an adult stand up and be strong in the presence of people? Because in their eyes they choose to judge us. Do they have it all together or not? Are they in between or not? Are they standing or not? Are they falling or not? Are they struggling or not? Are they having hardships or not? Who said we had to do that in our deliverance? Who? When did the Heavenly Father say, I need you to stand tall and strong in the deliverance of my unconditional agape love? Where did he say that? The Heavenly Father is of light, light is of purity, purity is of joy, joy is of happiness, happiness is of fulfillment. Why are we not living that way? Why do we get upset about anything? If you think about it, we get upset. We put energy into at the beginning of the situation, you became upset. You put in energy, a lot of energy. This is for the people who working out in the dark. You're not in the light, you work in the dark. In the dark, you put in energy. If you get angry, you're working in the dark. If you get jealous, you're working in the dark. If you get envious, you're working in the dark. If you're doing smear campaigns, hate dreams, you're working in the dark. If you're gossiping, you're working in the dark. If you're stealing, you're working in the dark. If you're raping, sacrificing, molesting, you're working in the dark. You're putting all your energy in the dark. This is your deliverance. We're going to go somewhere here with this sermon here today. You're taking your power. I don't care how dark you are on this planet. You cannot put nothing into darkness but your light. I don't care if you don't believe in the Heavenly Father or not. You're putting all your power. You was created of light. You was created of power. You was created of energy. So when you put anything out in the dark, this is your deliverance. You are using your power, your energy, your life force. Let's think about this for a minute. You're not putting it into yourself. You're putting it into the outside of you. Do you feel as though the darkness on the outside of you, where you're putting your power, your energy, and your life force, has a recipient of it? Very good question, right? If you're putting your energy into something, that means it's going to have a receiver, right? Where you're putting your power, your energy, your life force, the receiver is the receiver sending you back a equal give and take of energy? Absolutely not. How will you know you're not getting a equalization of energy, replenishment? You're exhausted. You're very tired. That's how. If you're giving and giving and giving your power, your energy, your life force, and you are not getting it reciprocated back to you, you will experience exhaustion. That is in anything and all things in your life. Friendship. That is your deliverance. Today I want to change that. Hold on 1 second. That is pretty though. Huh, can we get a little bit of light? Huh. Oh, you know what? I like that. Let's do it this way. Let's bring some of the Heavenly Father in here for this sermon today. There we go. Now you can see me. I want to change the trajectory today. Let's change it. I want you to have a equal give and take on your power, energy, and life force. I want your deliverance to be equal. We all know for a fact, if we give our energy, our life force, the Heavenly Father automatically is not going to reciprocate back to you a equal energy exchange. Let's just say that first. What is going to happen? is you're leaving one time slot, one reality, and one orbit. Your orbit is your spiritual being. Your spiritual being is of light and love, right? Power and energy, right? That is your life force. You are taking your power, energy, life force, reality, orbit, right? Of light, and you're putting it into another orbit, another reality, right? Another receiver, right? Who is getting your light. Now, if it was giving you a equal energy exchange, I want you to use this reference for anything in your life, a friendship, a job, a investment, um, a sermon. Anything you create, I want you to use this. If it is not giving you a equal energy exchange, it should not be in your life. Let's talk about why. If you're giving light to darkness, darkness must have a receiver to accept your light. Darkness recognizes it must go into receiving mode because you have brought your light outside of you. This is why, in any way, in all ways of our deliverance, you should have it armored up in prayer, introvertly inside the spirit first. This is why I spoke about in my sermon. When anything from the outside comes about it, surrender it in prayer to the Heavenly Father. That's the first thing you should do. Not think about it, not try to control it, not try to handle it. Give it to your Heavenly Father first. Arm it up first. You will not get a equal energy exchange. This is where a lot of people get exhausted. When you around friends, even family members, you should always be on alert of your energy, your power, and your life force. If you're in the presence of someone that's dark and you are in your deliverance, giving them, let's exchange that, gifting them your power, energy, and life force. You're gifting it to them because it is of you. You're giving it to them. They receive it, but you're not getting it reciprocated back to you. You're going to recognize, and I want you, when you go around your friends and your family members and your coworkers, I want you to put this in place. If you become exhausted, tired, and you knew you received the proper rest in your life, but when you're in their presence, You become so exhausted, you're trying to figure out why. I am giving you the reason as to why. What you are putting out is getting sucked up by the person on the outside of you. You are feeling exhausted because you're not getting the equal energy exchange in your deliverance. Your deliverance is what you're putting out. It is the same with your job. If you are putting out your power, out your light, out your love, out your life, and it is not reciprocating an equal energy exchange, you must exit that darkness in your life. I talked about the human existence and the spiritual being. If you feed the human existence in your deliverance, meaning you gift out your light, your power, your love, and your life, you gift it out. You're not getting a even energy exchange, right? What that means is your spiritual being is not getting fed correctly. It is getting drained increasingly. The effects of the imbalance is going to hit you in the human existence. I just talked about you will experience exhaustion. In the word exhaustion, it does not change. It does not decrease. If you think about it, it increases. It elevates within the human existence. Your human existence feels the effects of the exhaustion, which means it is increasing in your life. When you exhaust yourself too much, it increases inside your human existence. This causes trauma in your body. What happens? It starts a effect upon you. Your power will decrease. Your energy will deplete. Your life forces will decrease. In that effect, when that happens, the energy, the power that brings life into your temple of worship, also known as your body, will experience trauma. Trauma causes breakdown. Trauma causes blockages. Trauma causes sicknesses, illnesses. because your life force is depleting in your deliverance. I want you to recognize when you are communicating with someone, when you're in the presence with someone, I want you to make sure you're receiving a equal energy exchange. Because if you're not, your life forces, your lifetimes will decrease, unbeknown to you. Let's take an example. Let's take an example of somebody that was on drugs. They started on one drug, took their light, implemented it into darkness. They did not get a equal energy exchange, right? Let's talk about it. They received a negative exchange and a depletion exchange. They became imbalanced, unbalanced. They became unstable. That is not a equal energy exchange. They allowed darkness to the light inside of them. They took the time slot. They took the orbit of darkness and they brought it into the light. When they came together, brothers and sisters, it caused a imbalance, darkness. It causes a instability, upshake, because the darkness did not belong in the light. They didn't realize it. They did it again and again and again and again and again. They went from one drug to two drugs, from two drugs to three drugs. Alcohol is a drug. They took the chance on the even energy exchange. They went from one drug. The darkness increased it to two drugs. The darkness increased it to three drugs. They did it again. They went, got high, waited for an even energy exchange. They received the light. They received the power. They received the energy. They received the life force, lifetime, right? Now, darkness must execute the return. Darkness already knows it's not going to be even. Darkness already knows it's going to be negative. Darkness already knows it's going to cause a effect once it enters into the temple of worship. Here it comes. It enters into your light. It enters into your power. It enters into your energy. It enters into your life force. It already did it one time. You survived. It already went in there and did it the second time. And you survived. It already went in there and did it the third time. And you survived. It already went in there and did it the fourth time. You survived. It already went in there and did it the fifth time. You survived. The sixth time, you survived. The seventh time, you survived. The eighth time, you survived. The ninth time, you survived. The 10th time, you came in. Your spiritual being, excuse me, is not strong enough to handle it. It sends trauma to the human existence. This trauma. This is built up trauma. This is 10 times over trauma. This is trauma that never left the body from the first time you did it. This is the trauma that was left in your body from the first time you took that alcoholic drink. This is the trauma in your body that weakened your life force. So the 10th time could be the 20th time, 30th time, 40th time, 50th time, according to your life force and your human existence. It knows how many times before it gives in. Here's the trauma. Here's what's coming in. Here's what's going from the life force to the human existence. This is your deliverance. Under the authority of righteousness in the presence of your Heavenly Father. So it goes in, making its way in. And the trauma cannot help. Does not have enough strength. Does not have enough electrical charge for the human existence. So the human existence gives up. Because the trauma was left inside of it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times. How can we state that trauma comes from drugs and alcohol and the deliverance of it entering into you? The effect of its deliverance is you advancing in age because there's trauma in the body that is aging it that should not be there, brothers and sisters worldwide. you can see the effects of the toxicity on you. Because it didn't go nowhere. The darkness stayed in here. So every day, your spiritual being is trying to fight off the toxicity, the poisons, the enemy already inside of you here. And you keep adding more. This effect of toxicity was introduced to you as a child. This effect of darkness was introduced to you as a child. They came through as illusions that was casted all around you. In your childhood of immaturity, when your parents drank alcohol, you saw it as being right. You saw it as being good. You saw it as being okay. You planted it. Right? Some of you saw your parents do drugs. And in the illusion of it, you saw it as being okay. You saw it as being good. You saw it as being, if my parents did it, then it's okay for me to do it. Some of you drank with your parents, did drugs with your parents, before you became an adult. In your immaturity, in the deliverance of what you seen as a child, you're registered. Okay. It stayed in your conscious mind for years. Nobody never corrected it. Nobody never came to you and said, that is poison. Don't drink alcohol. That is poison. Don't do drugs. That little statement could have saved a lot of lives in this world, but it was never spoken. Why do you think that was? You sat in it. They placed the illusions upon it. You accepted it as being okay, but there was never a positive word that came out of the negativity that you was being shown. They kept you in the dark on purpose. the dark. In your conscious mind, it was okay. In your conscious mind, my parents did it. I accept it. In your conscious mind, if my parents did it, it was healthy for them, so it's healthy for me. If your parents would have said, don't drink alcohol and don't do drugs because it's toxic, it will destroy your temple of worship, you will have problems and then you will have to deal with consequences. But that was not even a part of their vocabulary. Think about it. Why? Why? Think about it. They conditioned you, programmed you, brainwashed you, reinforced in you darkness. Every chance they got, they pushed the darkness as their deliverance into your conscious minds. The Heavenly Father just showed me something else. Your report card. If you did good, you was praised. If you did bad, you was not. You was penalized. There was more emphasis. Listen to me, brothers and sisters, because this is going to click with a lot of you. There was more emphasis on you doing bad than you received when you did good. Think about it. They made sure the effect of darkness was reinforced. I'm showing you how you arrived to alcohol and drugs from a young age. They made sure the effects of you getting more reprimanded on doing wrong, on getting a bad report card, than you did when you got a good report card. They knew the darkness would stick more than your good would have structured it that way. Thing. This is when, listen to me, brothers and sisters, when your praise was more on the dark side, what you did wrong, how you did it, why would you do it? This is not like you. You can do better. When you did good, good job. Keep up the good work. That was it. But on the dark side, when you did bad, more came. The effect was more. The storing in your mind held more on that than it did on the good. You lost your insecurity from the deliverance of your praise. Don't that sound sick? Praise is supposed to be increase, happiness, fulfillment, joy, but yet there were praise in the darkness and the bad side, when you didn't do good, when you didn't get all A's. You might have got 3 A's and 2 B's. You might have got 2 B's, 2 A's, and a C. But you remembered. Even though I got 2 A's, 2 B's, and a C, I was reprimanded. And it stuck. Instead of getting full praise, lighted praise, love praise, power praise, energy praise, increased life form praise, right? When we're happy, we live in fulfillment and contentment and peace. Our life elongates. When we don't get it, when it's negative, the effect causes trauma in the body. We did not realize back then that little part of consciousness, that little part, caused your insecurity. It accumulated to the point where you say, you know what? I don't even have to say nothing about my report card. Because you felt as though you should have received high praise for the 2 A's, the 2 B's, and the C. Anyway, just because you still received 2 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C. The reinforcement, the conditioning, the brainwashing, the programming made you hold on to it consciously. It was about the deliverance. How you come off is all about your deliverance. What I realized in this world after all these thousands of years of being here, people still judge without any proof. They still judge. They don't have to know you from a can of paint. But in their deliverance, because of how you look, you don't even have to speak. It's because of how you look. It's because of how you drink. It's because of how you dress. It's because of how you eat. They make an assumption and a judgment off of their delivery about you. They don't even know you, but they do. Judgment, a delivery of judgment, is a deceit against the Heavenly Father if He did not authorize you to call judgment. A lot of people do not know this is called out on Judgment Day before the Heavenly Father first, before any other sin you committed on this planet. Because it is a idolization going over the Heavenly Father. That's the biggest sin you can commit on this planet. This is a spiritual law that you have broken against humanity. So you have to be careful of what you deliver coming out of your spirit in the world. And his deliverance maintains your life, right? He maintains your life. What is the deliverance that you are reciprocating back to the Heavenly Father in your deliverance? Excuse me. What are you delivering? If it is not a equal energetic exchange, hear me out, brothers and sisters. If it is not equal, back to the Heavenly Father, you will always have a problem in your life. You will always be unstable. You will always be unbalanced. And until it equals out in your deliverance, back to the Heavenly Father for his gift of life in you, you will remain stuck. Yes, you will. You see, the Heavenly Father made a contract with you before you came on this planet. And you said, I will accept your gift of life to learn lessons and tests on the planet that you created for me to learn. That was the contract. So we are righteous in saying the Heavenly Father did not cause the imbalance, right? He gifted you life. He did what he was supposed to do. He placed a protection over you called the human existence to protect his spiritual life. He equaled it out with the human existence, covering and protecting you. He equaled out the energy exchange. He did what he was supposed to do. He said, hey, spiritual being, be human existence. See, you come together and work in unison of me. He came through. He did it. Then you had to give back in your deliverance the same equal energetic exchange. This is going to sum it all up. When you chose not to do it, right? You chose not to give back what the Heavenly Father gave you, gifted you, blessed you with. You chose. Nope, I don't care. I don't believe in you. I'm not giving you anything. I'm going to take your life and do whatever I choose to do. That's what you said. And the Heavenly Father said, okay. And when you see the imbalance and when you see the instability, I want you to know the Heavenly Father is giving you the same energetic exchange that you decided to give Him in His life. The scales must be balanced at all times, or we won't survive. So if you put out negativity into the universe, when the universe sees that the Heavenly Father balanced you out, spiritual being, human existence, come together in unison of me. He balanced it out. He made you stable. He made the foundation firm and strong. He did it. But then you said, I'm not giving you that in return. I'm going to do whatever I want to do with your life. And the Heavenly Father said, okay. He didn't move off his throne. He didn't get upset about it. He said, okay. He already put everything in place for the balance of your life and the stability within it. He already created everything for it. The sun, the moon, the trees, the rain. He already did it. He already balanced it all out. But you said, I don't care. I don't care that you provided the trees for oxygen. I don't care about the sun that you provided energy. I don't care about your rain for hydration. And I don't care about your moon for rest. I'm going to do whatever I choose to do with your life. And my deliverance. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. And the Heavenly Father said, okay, so you go out into the world. I'm going to do it my way. The universe saw you. Whatever you did went up to the universe. Father's still sitting on his throne, watching, looking, listening. In regards to what you're doing in his life. He's watching everything you're doing in his life that is not righteous in his eyes going up to the universe. You know, the universe has a lot of space, right? So what you do, how you do it, when you did it, it travels on up to that universe. Once it hits the universe, right? The universe is like, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is not his life. So the universe says, We don't accept this up here. So the universe, right, sends back down to you the infraction that you created in the life of the Heavenly Father. Now, the universe has to give off a equal energy exchange. You sent it up. They like, this is not a part of us. You caused an infraction. In order to close that infraction, we sent it back down to you. And they send it back down to you. Now, what you sent up was your energy, right? Your power, right? Your life force, right? Because whatever you do, how you do it in the dark, in whatever color you want to, but it's not of light, it's not of purity, it's not of the spirit, right? But you sent it up. The universe said, oh, no, you don't. Guess where your energy hits before it comes back to you? I will wait because it's going to balance out the scales of what you sent up to it. Guess where it goes? Where do you think it's going to hit when it comes back down before it reaches you? First, it's going to hit the rain for your hydration. Rain that you didn't even see yet. Then it's going to hit the sun, where it will affect your energy. See, when I say we the walking universe, when you start putting these puzzle pieces together and you start seeing life for what it is, your whole life will make a 160 change. You'll have a clear understanding of everything about you. Next is going to hit the trees. To deplete your oxygen. Again, the Heavenly Father is sitting on his throne. He is not concerned at all. Then it's going to hit the moon and disturb your rest. Because your body's going through the trauma of being dehydrated, not having energy, depleted oxygen, no rest. The universe did an even energy exchange. You tried to send your dark energy up to the universe, and they said, we don't have dark energy of you up here. We are not accepting this infraction, so therefore we're sending your energy back down to you. And they do. Once it hits the rain for your hydration, the sun for your energy, the trees for your oxygen, and the moon for your rest, then it's going to come into you. And that is the universe's deliverance for the disrespect, the disloyalty, the disobedience, the disgrace of the Heavenly Father. Again, He's not moving. You told Him what you wanted and your free will, and He said, okay. And you moved right on along in your deliverance. And here's what I want you to understand, and this is the icing on the cake for the whole deliverance on this planet. The Heavenly Father is going to always have an equal energy exchange. How? You cannot be born without Him. You cannot die without Him. And everything in between is your judgment day. And that even has a even energy exchange in its deliverance. You have the Heavenly Father who says if you should get into the kingdom, heaven. You have the principalities who said if you should get into the dungeon of hell. Either way, your life is a deliverance. Take the deliverance of what I preached here today out into the world to teach others, so that the deliverance of the Heavenly Father's life inside of you is receiving a even energy exchange as you and your deliverance of His life will return back to the kingdom with Him. All right, brothers and sisters, Soul Tribe Worldwide. That is our message here today on the deliverance. How are you living in the life of your deliverance? I am the Messiah, divine authority. I want to grow God's light today. You to bless you to continuously be free. Have a good day.